Hello. Okay. Hello. Like I said, welcome back. If you're a returning viewer, potential subscriber, or if you're new, I've been gone for a little while. Personal issues. I kind of turned off my life. This eyebrow was bugging me. But I'm jumping back in it, and we've got something new today. I'm excited. I'm going to try to document the entire journey because I have been searching and searching and searching and searching, and there are so many videos. Well, first I'll tell you what we're doing. We're going to be doing my first session of microneedling with a Dermaroller. Now, people call it Dermarolling. Usually when you say Dermarolling, you know that people are talking about the Dermarollers, but you're actually microneedling with a Dermaroller. You can microneedle with a Derma pen. There's just rollers, pens, and probably other things that I don't know of, but we're doing it with a Dermaroller, and it's going to be my very first session. So we're going to, I'm still doing my research a little bit, but I know that I have looked into it enough that I feel confident in trying it out for the first time. I know being sanitary and keeping everything clean and disinfected is like priority, because you don't want to be taking dirty needles basically and poking them into the layer and sublayer, dermis, epidermis, and whatever the heck is underneath that, depending on the length of your needle. You don't want to be spreading those germs and bacteria into those channels that you're creating when you're microneedling with whatever device. So being sanitary is number one, and keeping everything clean. Number two, I've learned that you have to be really careful with what you do because you're putting your skin in essentially a stressed out state. You're wounding your skin, and because you're wounding your skin, it's going to flood those areas. Almost like when you get a cut, you fall, you get a scratch, your body automatically responds by flooding that area with platelets and collagen and everything that makes up your skin in order to try to heal it. So when you microneedle, essentially you're doing the exact same thing. You're causing little tiny wounds all throughout the surface and, underlying surface, your epidermis of your skin, and your body's response is to, oh my gosh, we're injured, we have to heal it. So send everybody there, send everything there. We need to fix this. So when you microneedle over scars or hyperpigmentation or an area that has kind of lost its elasticity, and you're lower on collagen, essentially your body starts to improve in that area. You're obviously missing something. Your skin is missing something if there's any kind of sign of anything. Like I said, whether it's a scar, hyperpigmentation, you've got loose skin, there's uneven texture, something is absent from there. And by creating those little tiny wounds, like, how do I put it? Well, like I said, your body sends everything that's supposed to be there to that area because it needs to heal. Therefore, it helps with how fast your cells are turning over and what collagen is reaching that area, the vitamin E that you're producing, just everything. And like I said, I haven't done like a crazy extensive amount of research, but I've watched a lot of videos on it, and those have been the top few things. Being sanitary, being careful what you do with your skin after you dermaroll, and that includes what you put on your skin. You just want to go light, go fragrance free, go gentle, go moisturizing, go healing, go easy. Try not to have acids or actives or anything. There's a lot of videos out there of people that have been dermarolling probably for a lot longer than they portray, and they use vitamin C or niacinamide, or they use glycolic, some kind of retinol or glycolic acid or something to help that process of your cells turning over and get that first layer of skin to kind of dry up and fall off, so it reveals another layer. But you have to be careful, especially if you have sensitive skin, which I do. I have super sensitive skin. You just need to be careful because, like I said, your skin is in a stressed out state and you're stressing your skin out, and then you're putting things on it that could mess with your balance, your skin's little ecosystem that they have. I forget what they call it, but it messes with that, and you could end up doing more damage than good, depending on what you're doing, what type of skin you have, what you're using. It's almost like falling, okay? Cutting your knee, and then right on that spot on your knee where you cut it, rubbing it on the carpet. It's not going to heal that way. You're not going to get a better scar that way. And you're probably going to be injured for a lot longer instead of if you cleaned it with alcohol or peroxide or one of those washes that you clean your cuts with and put Neosporin on it. Well, yeah, you're going to get better results when you use the Neosporin in the proper way of doing it. You have to do the same thing with your skin. You just have to be careful. I mean, there's been people that talk about all the way down to, wearing makeup or exercising, sweating excessively after a workout or during a workout after microneedling, and how just cautious you have to be of what you do. So do your research, keep it clean, and just be careful. Your skin is just like any other part of your body. You have to take care of it. And we have attempts, we go on these fad diets and we drink these drinks and we do these things. And yeah, that's the inside. We can't really see it, but something that's negatively affecting us on the outside, we're going to see a little bit more, and so is everyone else. So like I said, just be careful. But anyways, let's jump into the video. I've got some spots. I plan on, if this works, Dermarolling my whole body, because why not? But we're going to start on my stomach, okay? Just because it's the biggest area, I have the most room, I can get it in the picture, and it's where I need the most work. So, number one, before anything, I'm going to wash my hands. Just to be on the safe side. And I've never done this before. I'm so excited because I've seen so many videos and it's like you don't ever know what is exaggerated a little bit, but considering the variety of videos that I have watched from different people, from medical professionals, from just regular old Joe Schmoes like me, from estheticians, so on and so forth, about the various ways of microneedling, it looks to be promising. Not a cure-all, instant, fix for everything, but a long-term, action that you can implement to improve things and possibly reverse a little bit of damage that's been done, over the years of whatever it is, shit happens. Excuse my language, but whatever. Babies happen, weight gain happens, weight loss happens. People that have stretch marks and just scars and all of these little different things that they're going on with it doesn't have to be, people see stretch marks, they think fat. But it's really not that. It could be an increase in weight. It could be a rapid decrease in weight. It could be anything, A baby, extra sensitive skin. I've had stretch marks on my body since I was 13. Since I hit puberty, 12, 13. It's just my skin. My skin is sensitive. And I'm the type to use what I'm supposed to, do what I'm supposed to, lotion up. If I could take a bath and lotion, I would. That's just how much I need it. I eat halfway decent for the most part, and I treat my body generally well. Everybody goes through a stage or a time, and if you don't, maybe it'll happen, but I just have sensitive skin, and I got stretch marks from growing up, just puberty. So, needless to say, there's a variety of reasons. So don't just jump to conclusions on somebody. And if they say they want to do this, or they want to do this, or you want to try it, or they want to try it, have their back, have the knowledge. I need to get more knowledge. I need to watch more videos, but I know to be clean and I know to be careful. Those are the number the two number one things to do. I was going to say the one number two, or the number two things, whatever, but wash my hands. I'm just going to let them air dry. Okay, and the second thing is to sanitize. So I've got alcohol. I see a lot of people using different things, Listerine, witch hazel, so-and-so, whatever it is, but I know alcohol is a germ killer. I'm going to stick with alcohol. I don't rely on Listerine or witch hazel or other things like that to kill germs. Generally, I rely on alcohol and peroxide. And since peroxide can have kind of a funny effect on your skin, especially in like open wounds, like if you leave peroxide on too long or whatever, sometimes it can eat away at your skin, and then that freaks me out a little bit. I know alcohol, for the most part, evaporates generally, or quick in general, and it does kill germs, so we should be safe with that. So I've got my alcohol. I wonder if I can I zoom you down on my thing? No, I can't, but I always do this when I'm in here. I got you too low, but that's I'm just going to be short for right now. Okay, and then I've got a Dermaroller. Now, like I said, I never used a Dermaroller before. I've never done microneedling before. And I went ahead and I bought the Gin Amber Beauty Body Dermaroller. Okay, it says it has 192 real individual needles. I guess you can have needles that are on like a wheel, that the needle itself isn't a full needle and they bend and wear and they don't like penetrate your skin right or something like that. So try to look for individual needles, real individual needles. I know that was something that was stressed in quite a few videos. Okay, this is what it looks like. The Gin Amber Beauty. She's got a YouTube channel. She does dermarolling, everything, lips, this, that, and the other thing, is the whole work. She gives you lots of tips, lots of advice, just everything. One of her tips actually was to start small and increase in the millimeter of the needle, because I guess, okay, this size indication says it goes from 0.2 millimeters all the way up to 3 millimeters, okay? Now, I know that maybe not necessarily on your face and other thinner parts of your body skin, but I know most generally on your body you need, I believe, a 1 millimeter or 1.5 millimeter to actually penetrate the edges of your skin. Now, because what I'm trying to get rid of, stretch marks and like tighten a little bit, I know I need to penetrate my skin. Like if I was doing my face, yeah, I'd probably get a 0.2 or 0.5 and start there and work my way up if need be. But because I'm doing it on my body, I decided to opt in with a bigger millimeter of needle. Now, everybody warns against this. A lot of people do this. It is up to you. Like I said, I've never done this before, so I'm just kind of jumping in. I'm just demonstrating on myself what I decide to do, just in case something goes wrong, so you know what to do or what not to do by watching my mistakes, possibly, or my success. But the general consensus was to start smaller and work your way up. I started with a 1.5. This is what it looks like. It's sealed, almost like in the packages you see, like your utensils at the doctor's office, or like the stuff that they use to clean your teeth. It's all individual sealed packages for germ purposes. That's how important it is to keep germs out of here. But even though it's sealed, it still has germs that are foreign to my environment, my house, my body, my skin's little ecosystem. So I'm still going to sanitize this when it comes out of the package. They don't have the same sanitization methods, I believe, as like a doctor's office or a dentist office or like a surgical center or something like that. It's definitely a little bit different. You know, if they were sanitizing items like that, I really do believe the cost would be a little bit more. And I think I only paid like $30 for this. Okay, so how to open? I guess I don't want to do it. I'm just going to pop a hole in it. Okay, here we go. We're popping a hole in it. Oh, okay, and it comes in like a little container. Ooh, it's so shiny, and I'm going to put my fingerprints all over it. And all it is, it has a G on it. I think that's their logo, and it says 1.5 millimeter. Looks sharp. I'm kind of nervous. Maybe I should have started with a smaller size. I need to open this thing. There's got to be an easy way to open it that I'm not seeing. Oh, there we go. You stick your fingernail in there. Okay, wow. So I'm going to put this, I guess, back in the box for now. And it gives you the little size chart on the back. So you can kind of see. It doesn't give you like a representation of the length of the needles, but I think this is only purposes to distinguish what millimeter needle it is. But there's what I was 0.2 to 3 millimeter. That's where I was getting my numbers from. Okay, I'm going to read the directions. It says, number 1, we recommend cleansing the area to be treated prior to use. Number 2, use alcohol to disinfect the microneedle roller and the skin surface where the Dermaroller will be used. Number 3, apply a numbing cream if needed. Some people have extremely sensitive skin. Some people don't want to feel it. There are over-the-counter numbing creams that you can purchase. I would research specifically what one you needed to use for such purpose, because I don't think some of those topical numbing creams, number 1, they may have some type of irritant in it, like the menthol or so on and so forth, or one of those like hot cold activating ones. I don't think that would be good in this situation, but I do believe there are like aesthetic type numbing creams used for the purposes of microneedling, you know, laser hair removal, so on and so forth. So I would definitely make sure it is for that type of thing, not just like, oh, my knee hurts, I'm going to go get a numbing cream. Don't do that. I don't think that would be good. And okay, it says, it doesn't say this, but I'm going to add a step in there. Number 4 is going to be wipe off the numbing cream after you have put it on, and use alcohol to wipe it off, because you don't want that penetrating into your skin. Like I said, we're using little needles to create little channels through our dermis and our epidermis, okay, to boost that healing process and the collagen and everything that flows to your skin when it is injured. So we don't want to be pushing any type of numbing agent into our skin. Now, the new number 5 is going to be glide the Dermaroller back and forth 4 to 5 times. It says in varying directions, maintaining the same speed and pressure. That is also something I learned. Don't go ham. You see these people on there making themselves like gush blood, go crazy, push, and don't do that. Just be gentle, especially if it's your first time. It's my first time. Just be gentle, be careful, just do it. Enough pressure to where you can probably kind of feel it a little bit. And I'm not sure what the sensation is because I've never done it before, but I'll let you know. And then the new number 6 that doesn't exist is going to be, for improved results, apply a natural serum or mask of your choice. Obviously after you dermaroll. Okay. And it says, it gives you a little cross type shape like this. And it says roll 10 times per area. And then it gives you a diagonal X shape. And it says roll 10 times per area. So I'm assuming they want you to roll in the different sections. So if you wanted to, you could kind of map out little sections on your skin and then keep track. What way you go here, what way you go there, what way you go there, here, so on and so forth. I'm just going to concentrate on one side of my skin on camera just so you can kind of get the gist of it, because we're already running at 20 minutes. Man, I talk so much. This is crazy. Anybody has any like tips on how to like not talk as much? Let me know, please. All my videos, no matter what. I just filmed a stretching video and it was freaking an hour long. Like, it's crazy. 20 minutes of talking and, well, 40 minutes of stretching, but, you know, that worked. Okay, so I guess we're doing it. Now, I saw somebody do this and I think it's a really good idea. they had a Dermaroller that came in a container like this. First, let's take it out so I can show you, okay? This is the Dermaroller. Now, I don't think you're going to be able to see that. Hold on. Get it to focus if I can. This is what the 1.5 looks like. Oh, there you go. It wants to focus on my face. Those are what the needles look like. See them? And they look sharp. And essentially it rolls. Okay. And I see the pressure that you have to apply because it's not penetrating my skin when I push it. But I'm sure with pressure it will. But I've seen people take alcohol, pour it in here, and then put their Dermaroller right down in there. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to disinfect. Okay, so we are going to have to move this down a little bit. You can see, because I just got marks. I'll try to put in pictures. Okay, so we're going to pour the alcohol into this. Over and up onto the Dermaroller. Okay. I'm going to do the whole thing. It's not fully submerged, but I can flip it over. Back and forth. Just going to let it sit in the alcohol. I'm going to get the sides too. Trying to kind of roll it a little bit. I'm going to get this part. I don't want any added germs getting in my skin. And then I'm just going to lay it down so the handle and stuff goes too, and then I'm going to flip it over in a second. Okay. In the meantime, I'm going to also take that same alcohol. I'm going to use little cotton pads, and I'm going to disinfect the area in which I'm going to Dermaroll. This is a dual-sided. It says some of the things that you could do beforehand. If you want to exfoliate, you can exfoliate beforehand. And it also said that it's a good idea to exfoliate a couple of days beforehand. If you're used to it, you can exfoliate the same day, but you just obviously have to be careful. So I'm going to Dermaroll here. I'm going to go over it again. I'm actually going to Dermaroll my back and all of that. But just going to start. Oof! Alcohol is strong. I'm going to go one more time. I'm going to flip the Dermaroller over in the little case. Oh, it does stand up. You just got to lift it up. And it'll stand up. Oh my gosh, I'm pouring alcohol everywhere. Okay. We're going to go back over all my skin. I hope you guys can see this okay. Okay. We're going to let that dry, and I'm going to put the rest of this alcohol on my hands. Under my nails. Okay. Okay. We're gonna wipe up this alcohol. Put the rest on your fingers. Okay, so as you can see, I've got a little, I'm not going to touch my skin. I've got a little bit of stretch marks. Like I said, I'll try to insert pictures, but as I turn, you can kind of see my stretch marks. That lighting doesn't help. And then my skin isn't necessarily as tight as I would like for it to be, especially when I kind of relax a little bit, but I need to show you my skin. So we are going to try and concentrate right here. And then on my sides. You can't really see them, but they're there, I promise. Well, you can see a little bit of the texture that we're trying to get rid of, especially from the side there. So we're going to try. Okay, so this has been sitting here. And all I'm going to do when I get done, well, I'm going to first kind of shake this off and let it evaporate a little bit because I don't want to be rolling the alcohol into my skin. But all I'm going to do is work with an area. Now, in the videos that I watch, that's why I kind of sanitize my hands a little bit, is they stretch the skin up that they were dermarolling. I'm nervous. Okay. And I can't really see all that well. So we're going to stretch our skin up. We're just going to, actually, you know what? We'll test it right here because there's a little mark. Okay. Now it said light but firm pressure. Oh, it's a lot different on your stomach. Oh, man. Okay. And lift. And lift. That was something else. It doesn't really hurt, okay? It feels pokey, but because they're so sharp, I don't know how to explain it. It's like touching a really sharp tack, but with your stomach. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now we're going to go this way. Oh, wait, no, we're not. I'm going to go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. It's really sensitive right here. 4, 5. I can see why people just want to go like this and just get it over with. But I've read not to. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, wow. We're gonna go this way. Maybe if I do shorter ones. Oh, that's way better. Do shorter strokes, shorter distances. Don't go so long. 5. Okay, now this one. 1, 2. Lift it up. Lift. Lift. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift. 5. This is really sensitive. Oh, I can see I'm starting to get red. See, I can't see I'm getting red looking at this way, but in the camera I can see that I'm getting red. Okay, now, actually we'll go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. While you watch this, I wanted to talk about microneedling. Microneedling is also known as collagen induction therapy. This is a procedure using sterilized needles to puncture the skin. The wounds created by these needles and by this process signal the body's natural healing response. During this response, or your body's way of healing, I guess, it allows it to generate new collagen, elastin, and skin tissue to help heal those wounds. Now, some of the benefits of microneedling are as follows. It may aid in the reduction of fine lines and wrinkles, scars, stretch marks, sun damage, large pores or hyperpigmentation, uneven texture, and acne. It may also promote or increase hair growth and skin elasticity. Now, some of the pros of microneedling at home are obviously privacy, and it is less expensive than if you were to go to the doctor or a professional to get it done. Give it to me break. Holy crap. Let it dry. I probably shouldn't be so rough with it, but okay. I'm not bleeding. I'm red a little bit, but I'm not bleeding. Okay, now we gotta go diagonal. Okay. Now I'd like to talk about some of the cons. Like with anything done at home, there is a learning curve. So if you don't research and learn proper technique and aftercare, it may result in mistakes, making the possibility of injuring yourself, causing damage, and getting an infection higher. Microneedling is not a quick fix. It takes consistent long-term use to see results, so you have to be dedicated. And the results that you achieve at home are different than ones you would get if done in a professional setting. stomach. All right. It's red. I'm horrible. I'm going to set that back in here. Now, I am just going to put a regular moisturizing moisture on. Actually, I don't want one with scent. So, what I'm going to do, better yet, I'm going to use vitamin E oil. Because this is what our skin naturally produces. That's what I'm going to use. And I'm just going to rub it. Oh, that actually feels absolutely amazing. Like I'm nervous to touch my skin, but I have to remember, I can't imagine those people that go crazy making themselves bleed the way they do. You know darn well that's just for YouTube videos or views or thumbnail. There is no way. No way. Yeah, you might be able to take it for a little while, but heck no. Why would you put yourself through that? Using vitamin E oil. And then I'm gonna let it soak in my skin. Please be kind. Not the easiest thing in the world showing my body like this. Okay. Got the vitamin E oil. Don't know if that was a right move, but I know that the vitamin E oil lightens stretch marks without microneedling on my thighs just by using the oil. So, hopefully this will help. Okay, now I'm just gonna, oh my goodness. I wanted them higher. I wish I could have them like up to here. I want to cover all of this while I sleep. I got them like wedged up my butt crack right now. But that will be good enough. Okay. I'm going to rub that in. I got my Dermaroller sitting in the alcohol. I feel so weird. You haven't seen my face the whole time. Couple things right off the bat. If you are someone, okay, if you are somebody that is like extremely sensitive skin-wise, even if you're like mediumly sensitive as far as your skin, I do suggest being very gentle with the pressure, okay? I've got some tough skin, and as sensitive as it is, I guess I shouldn't say my skin is tough. I should say, like, my mindset is pretty tough, okay? Therefore, it kind of makes my skin tougher. Even in, like, a physical sense, you know, stuff, when you're tougher, stuff doesn't hurt as bad. But with that being said, my skin is extremely sensitive as far as the things that I put on it and what I do to it. As you can see, I'm talking, like, this is the pressure. This is how hard I was pushing. I wasn't even pushing. I was slightly pushing enough for it to roll. That's how hard I was pushing, okay? I wasn't pushing hard, just lightly pushing, okay? And it does get sensitive in certain areas, okay? Right around here, especially your sides, your back, definitely very sensitive. This part, not so much. That was okay. A little sensitive up here. This right here, your sides right here, that was really sensitive for me. So just be careful, okay? Because the pressure that I use for the front of my stomach is not the same pressure that I use for the side. I went lighter on the side when you get down a little bit lower. Don't injure yourself. Do your research. Just practice microneedling safely, okay? It's very important. I'm not going to touch all my microneedle stuff just because I've got like oil, like vitamin E oil on my hands. And I'm letting the Dermaroller soak in the alcohol. I'm probably just going to keep it in there overnight, to be honest. Just so it can really disinfect, because I believe the alcohol will evaporate. And we're going to disinfect it again before we use it next time, just from it sitting there. But what I will do is I am going to wait a little bit and see what happens. I'll post this video, okay, probably tomorrow or the next day, and then I'm gonna wait a little bit, wait a couple weeks, see kind of what my skin is doing, and then on my second dermarolling video, you're just going to see the progress my skin has made so far. And I might roll other areas and just insert those, or, you know, I want to do my arms, and I'm kind of nervous now, though. It's not like pain like breaking your arm, but it is slightly uncomfortable. I'm not gonna lie. It just really is. Like I said, I don't know how them people do that, just crazy dermarolling, and just, they gotta be like, I don't know, because yeah, it definitely would hurt. Your skin does get used to it, and it's like your pain sensors go off for long enough that eventually doing it in an area, like when I got to like the diagonal rolls, my skin was kind of numb, so that made it a little bit easier. But then also, because my skin was numb, I was realizing I was going a little heavy-handed, especially when I hit those areas that I hadn't rolled over yet. And definitely lift every time you roll. It seems tedious, but roll, lift, roll, lift, roll, lift. Whatever, you know, I guess routine or like beat you got going for your rolling. Just make sure you lift it off your skin after completing one full path. Lift it, lift up, lift it, lift up. It'll be dance, dermaroller, dance, dermaroller, dermaroller. No, I'm just playing. I don't even know. I'm happy that you're here. I hope you continue this dermarolling journey with me. And I'm excited to see my progress. I hope you're excited to see my progress. I got a stretching video coming for you. I've got a hair dyeing video coming for you too, because I need to do my roots. Stretching one's already done. I already did that. But I got to do my roots. And I don't know. Just some more fun stuff, I guess, being with me. I hope you subscribe. I don't have another video popping up. I'm not that cool yet. I don't know how to do it. But I know the subscribe button is on everybody's page. So if you could subscribe, that would be awesome. At this point, it's just going to make me feel good. Hopefully, in time, it will benefit me in other ways. But for now, feeling good is all I need. So please, down in the bottom. And with that, I will see you on the next one. Bye.